Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of our, what I think is going to be, Let's Play series for Monster Train. Really think this game is quite spiffy. I can see why so many people are into it right now. The first video in this series just went live on YouTube, but I actually recorded it yesterday, and guys, I'm sorry, I cheated on you. I played a little on my own. I'm sorry! But I was really into playing it, and I wanted to play some more, but I didn't have, the energy to record more, so I played a couple of games, and I'm really sorry. What I did, I'll show you here if I go to New Run. You can see I've got the Hellhorn and the Awoken. They're both to level 5, so I've unlocked some extra cards and things like that through them, because I have played a few of these, and they're super cool. But in playing this, I also unlocked another clan, the Stygian Guard, and I haven't played them at all. I've resisted so we could do it blind. What I think I'm going to do, though, is I think I'm going to take as my primary clan the Awoken, because then we can talk about the champions. So as the Hellhorn, we get our, what was it, like the Hellhorn Prince or whatever, was our champion over there. And as the Awoken, we're going to have a different champion card. So I'm going to start with the Awoken, and I'll put Stygian Guard as the second. So I have zero idea about any of the cards we're going to see in the Stygian Guard. Still avoiding spoilers as much as possible. By winning the game at least one time, I also unlocked the Covenant over here, which is, I guess, some sort of like Ascension mode kind of thing. And yeah. Well, also there's cool stats because it keeps track of how many wins you've got with various clan combinations. Now, the thing is, I don't know how to get to that page. It's not under Run History. You'll see what I mean at the end of the stream. Maybe oh! It's probably in the logbook or something. Anyway, we'll go with Awoken as our primary, so that we're going to see this character who I can't remember what this champion's name is. And then we'll have the Stygian Guard in there. We won't play with any Covenant, because right now we're just trying to play on easier mode, because it does make the enemy stronger. You get some random cards and stuff. That's going to be really cool. 25 levels of Covenant to unlock. I think that's going to be great for replayability. So let us depart over here. Final boss, Seraph the Diligent. So, just like with Slay the Spire, a big part of making the correct strategy for the game will be understanding what you're going to be facing at the end of the game and how you might want to build your deck around that. So the end of your great trial, devour your spells. You better bring more of them if you hope to succeed. Consume. The first spell card played each turn gets consumed. Alright, so either we want lots of duplicates, or we want some sort of mechanic to let us recover consumed cards. For example, that one imp, or if we get an artifact that gives you, I think, a 50-50 chance of having consumed cards not being consumed. I don't know if that'll synergize, or sort of work to protect against this or not. I don't know, but alright, so we know that. Spells are probably going to get consumed over time. And unlike our first game, it starts us off with it defaulted picked an upgrade for our champion, right? You start your first game, you've got the multi-strike. But normally, I guess what happens is you actually get to choose one upgrade for your champion and one artifact to start off with. So let's take a look at the champion upgrades available. So our champion for this game is the Sentient, who, interestingly enough, I think the default Sentient card is 0 attack and like 20 HP. I guess we could actually see it in our deck over here. Oh, now I understand here too. So your starting deck, so your champion is from your primary group, and your primary group also gives you some spells. In this case, we're getting Restore over here, same thing as we did last time. But the secondary group, and the Train Stewards are the same. The secondary group starts you off with another set of spells. In this case, we got Frozen Lance, which is a hell of a lot more damage than the Torch, but only targets the unit in front, which makes this a lot less useful for sniping those annoying 1 HP dudes in the back. So the Sentient actually starts as 0-10 over here, but we are going to get some upgrades. So very passive. So there's a couple of different ways I've seen with this. Yeah, so there's Bristling over here, where we can give Spikes. Spikes 10 is a lot. Anything that's going to attack this thing, especially early on, is probably going to kill itself. And then the other thing I've seen is, this explosive build, where every time this thing rejuvenates, every time it heals, it deals 15... the upgrades are, I think, 15, 30, and then 60 damage to the front unit. What's interesting about this is it does give you a way to deal direct damage without actually needing a spell for it. On the other hand, you need to trigger the rejuvenation in some way, which means healing spells or rejuvenation effects or something of that nature. I'm kind of 50-50 on this. I mean, the thing is, while playing with the Awoken, I do like to play with a fair amount of healing, because they have so many guys that stack on healing. On the other hand, what I might want to do is not have the Rejuvenate on the Sentient itself, because then I can use it mostly in the hollows. Let's go with the Spike one. I don't know. Just cuz. And the artifact, Pyre gets 15 extra attack. Unit costs -2. Okay, we're going to take Forever Flame. I have to say, I've really come to appreciate anything that makes your artifact, your Pyre, do more damage or self-heal on killing things. It turns out to be a pretty cool effect. I'm going to go with this because it's going to dramatically change some of the choices that we make. Not only here, but also with when we get the choice of that shard that lets us, either get +1 energy or, draw an extra card or have extra capacity. We probably take the draw extra card stuff. And we may focus on more card draw since our units are cheap. And we're looking for big, beefy units. Guardians of the Light over here. This first fight, it is really early on, so it actually might be worth just YOLOing this trial. If we lose, we lose. We just, start a new game. We're not on any kind of win streak. I think we will go ahead and do this. This is going to be pretty rough. That +4 attack at this stage in the game is actually going to be, devastating. But let's see what we can do. We might just be re-rolling right away. And that'll be alright, if it does. So yeah, Slay, get damage shield, but yeah. Luckily this, the Trusted Priest doesn't have an attack, only the heal. So this guy's hitting harder, but that's it. We could hit this guy for 18 damage, but that would be about clearly we're going to put you down, because there's not any real option over there. There's no point in restoring you yet. As long as we hit you with this a couple of times, you will now die to the spikes. Whether I cast this more or not doesn't make much of a difference. I think what I'll do is I'll put a restore here. The initial healing doesn't do anything, but it'll still have 1 tick of regeneration to compensate for the damage we just took. Oh, we've got the Loot Monkey over here. All right. Wow, this is we're not getting any real units here. I'll put this Train Steward up there. I suppose we could have lanced it, but I'm just going to do that. That's going to be okay. We'll do the same sort of thing here, where we double tap this guy to make sure he dies, and then we'll throw a restore over here. We are going to take a lot of damage in Ascension here, but I think that's going to be okay. And then they both die to the counterattack. There's our Train Stewards. Well, the Train Stewards, we should probably put one. We'll put one behind here because we want the spikes to be up front. That's going to be okay. You're going to die there anyway. I think I will just go and deploy a couple more Train Stewards over here. And then otherwise, I'm going to drop a bunch of Restoration on my Sentient here. So far, it feels like we're handling this extra modifier okay. We got the boss over here. He is going to die, so we've got that sorted out. Literally nothing matters. But I always feel compelled to, clicky some stuff. But he's going to kill himself on the spikes while taking damage from our steward. Beautiful stuff. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Coins. Ascend a unit. That is interesting. And it is interesting that you can use this to ultra stack a floor. And in particular, I think I like the Descend. I can see why it's more expensive. Yeah, it's got the heal, but I think Descend might be more powerful than Ascend because you can stack that first floor so much. On the other hand, this could be really useful. We can stack more spikes and actually give our boss character a bit more of an attack. And I do love Steel Enhancer. I think it's really spiffy. I'm going to grab this to play with it. We'll see. Draw 1, discard 1. Keep in mind these spells will potentially get eaten at final fight, right? What's Offering? If discarded before the end of your turn, it will instead be played. Okay, so it gives us a way to basically, quote-unquote, play this for free. 60 damage and push it back. It's expensive, but if we can play it for free somehow, that would be cool. Discard... Oh! So, I'm thinking... So, these are all Stygians. So, and there's discard over here. And you get to choose the discard. So, I think that's probably the kind of combo that starts to get set up. I'm wondering, which one we grab first. I'm betting there's a lot more effects that say discard than offerings. Maybe that's balanced, maybe whatever, but let's grab a Crypt Builder, because if we need to, we can always cast this directly, although it's so expensive, whereas these are useful even if I don't do anything else. Anyway, I'll grab the Offering token, because even if I don't get anything else, it's okay, but we'll try to see if we can get some sort of discard tech. Nameless Siren, Incant, triggers when you cast a spell on this floor. Oh, so whenever I cast a spell, she gains some rage, which is nice. An Awoken Hollow, Vine Mother. Resolve. So whenever you... Oh, after combat, add stings to my hand. Now, what's interesting about this is it would give me a way to generate more spells. Stings also generate more card draw, which might be good. But I'm kind of wondering... I like the idea of starting to build up some sort of combo, but I'm just wondering if we may just want to pick up a big chunky boy over here so that we can actually, you know, do okay for a little bit. And the stings would get eaten, but they'd be consumed. They draw more. I really don't know. You know what? Okay, just because I haven't played with it before, I'm going to grab that. I don't know if that's better, but in the interest of making a decision, we'll just move forward. So we can get some money and upgrade spells here. Here we can upgrade units and get a new unit. I think I'm going to go here, because I want more units more than anything else. Sweep. Oh yeah, I did some cool stuff in one of my runs with the old combo. The Awoken have one of their plant things as a sweep. It's like normally just 3 attack. Yeah, you just buff the crap out of that. And I don't remember. I think I got it to like... So I think I give it plus 10 attack and multi-strike. So it was hitting for 13 twice and hitting everything on the floor. And then I got the event where I made 5 copies of it. So I had 6 of those in my deck. And so every one of my floors was just like machine gun fire of sweeping damage. Strike. Triggers when attacking. Apply spell weakness. Next time it takes a spell... it takes that much damage again for each stack of spell weakness. Okay, so this can basically double the amount of damage people take from spells. And there's the Incant again over here. She does have much better base stats. The sweep does make it pretty impressive. And the spell weakness... I mean, we don't have any spells right now that work that way. You know what? But you need spells for this to work. And plus 1 rage doesn't mean that much, or does it? Alright, I'm going to take this. We're just going to go for weird mechanics. And see what we can make do. Alright. Large stone doesn't biggen the size of it by a category, which could always be a bit of an issue. If we were to upgrade... So with the dude with sweep, making the sweep do more damage is kind of immense. So this is 15 extra attack. If we just use these two, it's also 15. It's less health, but doesn't have the plus 1. On the other hand, it uses both slots. I propose... we make the ice Silophyte big and beefy with the sweep. Because I can large stone plus give it maybe strength for maximum attack. Let's try to stack a bunch of sweep damage. Now, generally speaking, I think I might prefer the Battlestone because I like the extra health in here, but you've already got a bunch of health, and because of the sweep, I think we're just going to go and make you land as hard of a hit as possible with your sweep. And we'll go with something like that. I guess I can still slap the Battlestone on someone. May as well. I mean, it might not be the ideal card to, you know, put on there, but it is going to increase our power and keep us nice and healthy as we progress through here. So I like that. Right, the Conduits. Enemy units enter with armor 10. We get to do another unit draft. I honestly don't know if I care about this as much. Our units, we're starting to accrue some decent units already. The armor 10, how much of an issue would that be? You come in with some rage, with the haste and stuff. If you don't kill you, haste up to the next floor, and with the armor, you're harder to kill. I'm going to leave this off for this one. I don't think I really need the extra unit draft that badly. I mean, it would always be better than not, but... oh, it'd be so nice if we had the sweeper, because what we want is a sweeper on this first floor. So yeah, and you've got rage. You're going to hit for a lot. We can plunk away one with the frozen lance. And then we can also hit the... Okay. Let's go ahead with this and this. So now, if I Frozen Lance, I'll do that. Oh, it's after combat. It's not the Incant, right? I guess that makes sense. It's still going to be okay. We'll put a Train Steward down on this floor anyway. And I may as well do this so we get 1 pip of regen. Because why the heck not, right? Exactly. So now you're giving me the Sting, which is nice. Loot Monkey over there, but you're going to be fine. There's the Sting. There's the... Yeah, there's the sweeper. It would have been nice to have it on the first floor, the sweeper, but I'm kind of okay with having put more. Well, I guess everyone was going to die to the spikes. I guess I could have just put the Vine Mother on another floor. Ooh, I probably should have. I'm going to put you on this floor regardless. Yeah, I could have held out. I should have put the Vine Mother on the second floor and left room for the Icy Silphite over here. But for now, I'll go ahead and put you there. We'll go ahead and use the Sting, because why not? Now I can descend you. Forgot about that. Okay, yeah, that's actually pretty good. I still want a Sting, because I want to reduce the damage we're taking up front, but that's going to be alright. We'll drop a Restore on you. Yeah, this is, like, crazy. I'm so happy we picked the Descend. And we'll probably always use it on the Silithite, unless the Silithite's already down here, in which case we just put someone else, just to beef up the first floor. May as well deploy the Train Stewards. We don't really have anything else, and I am going to drop one over there for some coverage. That's going to be okay. We get the extra money. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, the Descend spell is crazy cool. Brief Respite. I mean, may as well just discard this. Restore. 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 May as well Sting, because I'll draw a card next turn, and I'll put down a Trade Steward over there, and that is that. Okay. Right. Well, we do this. I mean, yeah, we're just going to win, so literally nothing matters. I'm always like, I want to cast all the spells, but it doesn't actually matter. We're going to win this. Okay. Boom. And yeah, anything that survives her sweep is still going to have the spell weakness. Deal 3 damage, move that unit to the front. That's interesting. The Restoration Detonation I always like. So this heals 15 over time. This heals 10 instantly and does damage. It's also not consumed, although the other guy might. This, you know, there's other things and stacking and whatever, and this triggers multiple, you know, restorations, but I think this is the right thing to do here. I like, kind of like the idea of the Vine Grasp. I think we can do funky things with that, but I like the idea of one of these Restoration Detonations. Here's an Offering. So again, this is the thing, if we discard it, it goes off. Here's another Offering over here. Apply damage to enemy units and apply Frostbite 10. Takes 1 damage first. Oh, okay, it's damage over time. Titan's Gratitude, discard a card at random. I like the idea of 1 big point of damage here, I think. Especially since we already have a sweeper. The nice thing with splash damage is that it lets you kill those mini creatures preemptively. Alright, so we're going to get the Concealed Cavern regardless. Over here, upgrade spells, heal our pyre. Dupe. Yeah, okay. We're going to come here, we're going to duplicate. I'll look at the Stygian units first. We get another Silithite. Incant. So this is whenever I cast a spell on this floor, you stat up. But it's not even that impressive. It's only +1/+1, like... This actually doesn't seem that impressive. Whereas this, yeah, you need to be upgraded, but it's pretty good, and you still spell weakness. Do we even grab you? Yeah, we do need another one. We'll have to try to upgrade this Silithite as well. But we're going to end up with another Silithite. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this one. Maybe I didn't need to grab the other one. We've got 3 of the Silithites, but I kind of like the idea of having 1 per floor. You know? Alright, let's do this. Sometimes I do the caverns first. I don't know if I know this one. Crystals. Covenant Memorial in the middle is refracted twice with the crystal surrounding it. 1 larger, 1 smaller in front of each. There are markings for a creature stand in front. Major refraction. Make 1 unit +2 size, +30 attack, +30 hit points. Or the smaller one, make a unit... Oh! Now, this one here, if we do have the Descend magic... we can use this to jam someone else on the first floor anyway, and if I can add this to someone who's already full of upgrades, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a Turbo Icy Silithite. My goal is to deploy this person on floor 2, and then descend them to floor 1. I mean, I'm basically going to have to play you on an empty floor. I have no idea if this is a good idea, but I'm going to do it. If it turns out like we're going to play and be like, oh wow, this is actually really unwieldy and we can't make this work, then we'll know for the future. But maybe this turns out to be a really good combo. Hard to sort of like predict. Like I can imagine situations where it's going to backfire on us, but I can also see a lot of times it's going to be okay. Oh, this is the guy who summons bombs and boops around a bunch. Our sweeps are going to be nice because we'll, you know, potentially get some free shots on this boss as he boops around, which is going to be really wonderful. All right, these punks. So yeah, what we're going to do is, and you've got some upgrades, so it's going to be great. So we'll put the Sentient in front. We're going to go ahead and put you in the back. We are going to, yeah, I mean, damage doesn't matter. What I'm going to do is do this just to reduce the amount of damage you're going to take a little bit, and then we'll also do this to put 1 pip of regeneration on you, and do that. Eat spell weakness. Okay, you'll put a bomb over there, which is fine. Now, I could do this. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to Offering first. Doesn't matter what floor is on, I don't think. Yeah, I'm just going to discard you because I don't want to play you right now. Well, I suppose I could discard this. Like, it doesn't really matter, but because I'm not... I mean, I guess I could just lower you down, but I don't think you're strong enough. I don't want to put you on top because you'll bomb. I don't want to put you in the middle because that's where I want to set up the super one and then descend it later on. So, yeah, I don't think it matters. I'll just go ahead and discard you. You can come back later. You would die as is. Actually, I can't save you, can I? Oh, that's annoying. I mean, it didn't matter. You were going to die anyway, but... Okay, so there's the big one. So, I'm going to deploy you now. You'll eat some bomb damage, but that's going to have to be okay. And over here... I will put the Vine Mother. I know you're a little squishier, but you're not quite as important, really, as the other one. Well, the resolve stuff is kind of nice. And then let's just dump a couple of these up here. Well, you're vulnerable to the bomb, but that's going to be fine. You're going to take the 10, but that's going to have to be okay. All right, let's do that. Stings and you. Okay, well. There you go. So now you're going to survive. You can also do a little bit of that to make it a little bit better. And the Train Stewards, we don't have anything for you right now. Got spell weakness. We can hit him with some damage. But it's hard because there's always going to be stuff in front of him. Yeah, you're going to die, and I mean, you don't have to die. I'll tell you one thing, though. We're definitely going to want to go and heal you up. You are only going to heal, so that's fine. Spell weakness, you take extra, which is nice. And I think I'm just going to go and put some extra restoration down over here. Alright, so we're hoping for a Descend power to kick in. There's the final wave. Did we get it now? We did not get it now, which is kind of annoying. He doesn't currently have spell weakness. He is going to die here regardless, so yeah, it doesn't matter. We've got this. Here, eat that. We didn't get to do our super comp. And maybe, you know, maybe it's so unwieldy and doesn't make sense. On the other hand, this one's pretty fine on the second floor by herself. Alright, gold. Do kind of dig this. It's interesting. Enhance a unit with plus 10 health and apply spikes. And Staff of Stygian. There's an artifact that makes the X be X plus 3 all the time, which is really nice. This is very expensive. I mean, our units are basically free. Now, enhance a unit with plus 10. To me, this says, like, it's increasing the max health by 10, not just healing by 10. On the other hand, like, spamming this over and over is kind of nice. You can just stack tons of regen. It's pretty expensive, though. But you can do the thing where you double up the, like, the stacking effects, which becomes kind of nice. Oh, no, this is different. Sorry, I was thinking this is the one that gives rage and armor. But no, it's an offensive thing. I'm going to grab a Spreading Spores, because I think I actually quite like it. Okay, 25 and quick is kind of nice. The thing is, I don't know if we need, like, that much direct damage so much. We may just want another chunky boy. We can keep stacking attacks. We can give you multi-attack and extra damage with being quick. That's actually really nice. I'm tempted to grab the Animus because I haven't played with it before, right? Just mix it up. Don't always go for the... I think the Hollows are insanely good. I love the way they work. They feel cool. You know, I'm going to force myself to just play different. This might lead to us losing, but I'm going to force myself to do it. The +1 capacity might be useful. I think I'm going to go for the draw 1. Again, our units are free. So theoretically, we have extra resources to spend sort of every turn, and this will help us maybe generate combos more. I've never taken the +1 draw 1. I've always taken the energy or the capacity. So again, I'm just trying to play it a little bit differently. I'm not convinced it's the, you know, the most optimal move, but it's something. I like artifacts. I would love to remove some cards, but yeah, we're going to go left over here. We're going to pick up this. We'll look at the artifact first. Start your turn, add a sting spell to your hand. Okay. When you play your third card of your turn, draw 2. If I had taken extra energy here instead of the draw 1, I think this would be better. But we don't know this is going to trigger all the time. I think a constant trickle in of these things is nice, and it actually converts to extra draw. This is basically, you know, every turn do 5 damage to the front enemy and draw an extra card every turn. So that seems better than the other one. So there's this one with the triple multi-strike I've seen before. So you really need to upgrade the crap out of this card for it to be amazing. And it does become amazing at that point. Do I want one at all? The thing is, honestly, of these two, I think I prefer the Animus of Speed. Because 25 quick out of the box is better than triple, like 9 damage split into 3 attacks. And this scale's okay too. I mean, this scale's better if we get a multi-strike, and if we get just flat damage, then this one scales better. But it already being quick is kind of nice. I did put one in already. Maybe I want one of the others just to mix things up. On the other hand, stacking quick is pretty good because it guarantees that you can get a kill before something happens. All right, let me grab you. We're going to have to purge our little servants there. So we can upgrade the Sentient to Bristling 2, making the spikes go from 10 to 20, also dramatically increasing the hit points. Either way, we get the hit points, which is good. Revenge lets us draw more cards. I think we don't need that. We've got the +1 draw. And we've got this. We've got card draw coming out of our yin-yang. So let's go ahead and just make you as spiky as possible so you can frontline. And let's go ahead and fight. I like that. Guard. 15 armor. 150 coins is a lot of coinage. But I'm honestly not convinced that our deck is a powerhouse right now. So I'm just going to let it go. I don't know. It's like avoiding elite fights in Slay the Spire. It's not really what you want to do, but it might be okay here. So I definitely want the Sentient in front. And then you're quick here. It's not going to lead to a difference in kills currently, but I think that's still okay. You don't actually have to be on any kind of important floor. You can be anywhere, and that's fine. Let me stick you on the way top, and I'll put a Train Steward just to randomly tank for you. We'll go ahead and sting over here, which actually means, there we go, the quick is actually going to kill this person before it does anything, which is kind of nice. And just because there's no reason not to, I'll put a couple points of regeneration on there so you get some of your damage back after all this. We should start every turn with 2 stings in our hand now. Yeah, that's crazy. That is not the big chunky one, unfortunately. But I might still have to go and deploy some stuff. And well, what I know I want to do here is I want to sting and bring you down to 25. There we go. That way you'll die to the quick attack. That's wonderful. Yeah, do this, and I'll put the Animus of Speed behind you. Need some extra capacity. Spreading Spores, I'm going to make you spikier, since that's already what you're going to be doing. And then I guess we'll just top you off, and that's going to be fine enough. Okay. What was your resolve? Oh, you gain extra combat strength. Okay, that's fine. You're gonna die to the quick attack, so that's fine. And there's my big one. Well, if someone dies, there'll be room for it, so we're gonna keep spamming those down. I guess since we literally can't use you, we may as well discard you. Because if I try to do this, it's just no-go, right? Okay. And I'm assuming there's no way to just, you know, neutralize this. So let's do this, discarding you. Hold on. I mean, you're not the big one, but I may as well drop you down a floor. And then do I want to play some more here? I mean, yeah, I should. You can actually be disposable. It's fine. That's gonna be okay. And then over here, I mean, you're gonna die regardless of the quick, so nothing else matters. I don't know if this makes any difference to anything, but we'll go ahead and do that. Actually, I think it does lead to an extra kill there that I wouldn't have gotten. Not sure. I wasn't looking at the symbols because I didn't think it was going to be a big deal one way or another, and I still think that's the case. Yeah, we're over capacity here, which is lovely to see. The explosion from this isn't going to do much. Look at how many cards we're just sitting with. I'll go and do this, the regen and more thorns. Or I don't think I actually clicked it. I mean, they're all dead. That's going to be the case anyway. Nothing matters. I don't know. Whatever. Here, this one. Like, it makes no difference. Oh, do want to spend all of our stings. Which actually, hold on, these are not consumed, so we're just getting more and more stings into our deck. I'm assuming there's a hand limit. Yeah, handful, there you go, so 10 cards. We got the big chunky one again, but we can't really do anything with it. So if we do this, and just do that. Hold on. Right, I got, I can't back out of that. Okay, what's this card? Oh, hold on. Well, this isn't going to do anything. Whatever. Doesn't do anything anyway. We do have the Descend, because that's right, we can cast this more and more and more. And I mean, I may as well, right? Now, I still can't put you there. I could put something random on there, which I may as well. And then I may as well play the Stings, so that I get, you know, all my hand draw next turn. But that's it. Look at this guy. He's like a Nacho Libre or whatever, like sort of wrestler type vibe is what I'm getting from him, which is awesome. So many cards in here, it's hard to keep track. Do I have my discard card? No. We are going to beat him, like, I can just end turn. I guess I do the same thing in Slay the Spire. It's like, I know I'm going to win, but I want to do it in the coolest way possible. It's like, no, if you're going to kill the boss, just end turn. It's fine. It does give us a chance to, like, you know, practice casting spells and seeing the interactions and stuff. Maybe, like, oh, if I do that, then that, it opens up a combo. I'll have to remember that in the future. That's a big... It's expensive. Draw 3 next turn. We don't need... Draw 1 next turn. Oh, my God. Do I want this? Really, we draw so much, what we need is cheaper cards. I'm just going to skip. Card a card at random. Consume. This also consumes. Apply spell weakness 2 to enemy units. You know what? I think this is worth picking up. Because of our crazy... what is it? Spikes? What's the spell called? Sting. That's what it is. Remove cards. I think I really do want to remove some cards. I think I want to remove the, like, direct cast bolts. On the other hand, it's an artifact! I want artifacts! And then we can upgrade units. Yeah, okay. We'll go left. Let's pick up the artifact first. This is actually pretty cool. So if they get to the floor underneath the pie room, they get rooted, so they can't move a second time right away. 25% chance to deal 5 damage when an enemy unit enters their train. So a quarter chance to potentially just kill those, like, 1 hit point dudes. Since I don't have any AoEs or ability to direct damage anyone, because it's always hitting the front, I actually think the Infused Mallet might be better, because it might give us a chance to kill some really annoying guys in a way that we can't otherwise. Not sure if that was correct or not, but that's the logic I'm going to go with anyway. I do really like the root thing. It's really, really nice. Bone Shrieker stops. The abandoned remains of train. Belongs to a merchant. Seems to have a few wares. Remaining goods. Okay. Random Hellhorn consumable. Awoken consumable. Stygian Guard consumable. Okay. So, consumable cards for the Hellhorn. I think there's, like, some big armor ones. I mean, so the Hellhorn stuff seems to revolve around armor and generating rage. Armor is always fine, I guess. It's okay. Because it lets you get more hit points sort of above your maximum, which is kind of nice. Rage would be really good on our multi-attackers as well. The Awoken consumable cards, so we're probably looking at... well, I know, for example, there's the regeneration bottle. I don't know what other consumables the Awoken has, but it's very likely to be some sort of healing. And the Stygian Guard, I don't know. Might be something with weird discard mechanics and stuff. You know what? Since I don't know the Stygians, I'm just going to YOLO the Stygian Guard card. Not sure it's the best move, but we'll see. And we still get a choice. Consumes apply Frostboard 6 to enemy units, so it's going to deal some damage over time. It's free and consume. You know what? It's fine. Makes our deck a little bit bigger, but because it's consumed, it doesn't really that much. I don't know. It's okay. All right, Merchants of Steel. So there's the Purge, and that would be nice. Thorns. Okay, another large stone. Hold on. Oh no, our chunkiest is already has both things filled, right? In fact, triple filled. Yeah. We can sort of afford to do more sneaky things with, like, making more dudes chunky because of our ability to move things from floors. We might be able to just super stack the bottom floor in crazy ways. And nothing else, what I could do is just make a second, like, uber chunky sweeper so that we have 2 possible draws for something like that. And if so, what I think I'm going to do, unless I want to put this on stuff, I'm going to reroll now. I don't know if I want to put endless. No, I think the thing to do is put a Battlestone on this one here. Okay. And then we're going to start purging cards. I feel like getting rid of the Frozen Lances is the way to go. Honestly, we don't have regen synergy. These heals aren't even necessarily that useful. And I guess we do generate spell weakness. So maybe the Frozen Lances are better than Restores. But what I should do is just get rid of Train Stewards. Yeah. We have, like, no need for them at all. So let's just do that. In fact, I'm going to purge a second one. Okay. And then I think I'll save some money or whatever shops are in the next floor. So I'm going to put a cut in here because that was battle 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we're about to do battle 5 because I was looking at the number here. So there's 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're halfway through the run. Perfect place to put in a cut. Decent amount on a timer. And yeah, these will get a little faster as we continue to go. All right, so lots of things. I don't know if we've made the optimal decisions, but mostly I'm making decisions that are different from what I usually do to shake it up so that we can learn as much as possible. So fingers crossed it'll work out. I think our Super Sweepers are going to be cool. I'd love to get a second copy maybe of that card to descend a level. That actually might be a really strong move. Folks, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.